What are isotopes? Few examples are given, so let us first see which are the examples. H11, H12, H13. These are the isotopes of hydrogen. Next consider C612, C613 and C614. These are the isotopes of carbon. Isotopes of nitrogen are N714 and N715. Isotopes of chlorine are chlorine 1735 and chlorine 1737. So how can we define isotopes? Isotopes can be defined as atoms of the same element with the same atomic number but different mass numbers. Now consider isotopes of hydrogen H11, H12 and H13. H11 is known as protium, H12 is known as deuterium, it is denoted by the letter capital D, and H13 is tritium, denoted by the letter T. Isotopes have similar chemical properties but different physical properties. Now consider the isotopes of hydrogen, protium, deuterium and tritium. That is H11, H12 and H13. Let us try to calculate the number of protons, electrons and neutrons present in these three isotopes of hydrogen. Consider protium H11. Since atomic number is equal to 1, number of protons will be equal to 1 and number of electrons will also be equal to 1. Now how can we get the number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number will give the number of neutrons. So in the case of protium, number of neutrons is equal to 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. So hydrogen atom has no neutrons. Now consider deuterium H12. Atomic number is equal to 1. So here in this case also number of protons will be equal to 1 and number of electrons is also equal to 1. What about the number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number will give the number of neutrons. So 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. So H12 has 1 neutron. Now consider tritium H13. The atomic number is the same. So number of protons and electrons will be the same. It is equal to 1. What will be the number of neutrons present in tritium? 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Thus we can conclude that isotopes have the same number of protons, same number of electrons and same atomic number, but they have different mass numbers. So why do isotopes of an element have different mass numbers? It is because we know that mass number is given as the total number of protons and neutrons. The number of protons present in all the three isotopes is the same. The difference is in the number of neutrons. So mass number is different. It is due to the difference in the number of neutrons present. Atomic mass of chlorine is taken as 35.5 U. So how can we get the average atomic mass if the atom exists in two or more isotopic forms? For example, consider chlorine. There are two isotopes, Cl1735 and Cl1737. And these isotopes occur in the ratio 3:1. So how can we calculate the average atomic mass of chlorine? It will be equal to the atomic mass of one chlorine isotope into its percentage abundance plus atomic mass of the other isotope into its percentage abundance. Now how can we calculate the percentage abundance? For that, consider the ratio which is given. The ratio given is 3:1. So the percentage abundance of chlorine isotope with mass 35 will be equal to 3/4 into 100, which is equal to 75%. The percentage abundance of the other isotope is, percentage abundance will be 1/4 into 100, which is equal to 25%. So average atomic mass will be equal to 35 into 75/100 plus 37 into 25/100. Now when we do the calculation, finally we will get it as equal to 105/4 plus 37/4, which is equal to 142/4, which is equal to 35.5 U. So this is how we can calculate the average atomic mass. Let us now discuss the various applications of isotopes. An isotope of uranium is used as fuel in nuclear reactors. And which isotope of uranium is used as fuel in nuclear reactors? It is uranium-235. An isotope of cobalt is used in the treatment of cancer. And the isotope of cobalt used is cobalt-60. An isotope of iodine is used in the treatment of goiter. The isotope used is iodine-131. Next we shall learn about isobars, the last topic of the chapter. First let us see which are the examples for isobars. Calcium 2040 and argon 1840 are isobars. Another example given is C614 and N714 are isobars. Consider calcium 2040 and argon 1840. Here we find that these are atoms of two different elements. So what about the atomic number? The atomic number of calcium is 20 and that of argon is 18. So the atomic number is different. What about the mass number? The mass number is the same in both the cases, that is calcium and argon. The mass number is equal to 40. So how can we define isobars? Isobars can be defined as atoms of different elements with different atomic numbers but same mass number. Consider isobars C614 and N714. We shall try to get the atomic number, mass number, number of protons, electrons and neutrons present in both C614 and N714. Consider C614, atomic number 6, mass number 14, number of protons and number of electrons will be equal to 6 since atomic number is equal to 6. And how can we get the number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number. So here in this case 14 minus 6, which is equal to 8. So number of neutrons present in carbon will be equal to 8. Now consider N714. Atomic number 7, mass number 14. Since atomic number is equal to 7, number of protons and number of electrons will be both equal to 7. And what will be the number of neutrons? 14 minus 7, which is equal to 7. Therefore, we can conclude that isobars have different number of protons. They have different number of neutrons, but they have the same mass number. Why is it so? It is because the total number of nucleons is the same in both the atoms. So in today's modules, you have learnt about atomic number, mass number, isotopes and isobars. Thus we have covered all the topics given in this chapter. Hope you enjoyed learning chemistry. Study well, prepare well for your exams. All the best.